I'm Phil. That's Sam. We got Weird Al back on the channel today. Word Crimes.
Hey guys, how you doing? I'm excited for this because I've been loving the Weird Al videos.
Yeah, we very much enjoyed Weird Al.
I find them to be so entertaining.
Yeah, I knew Sam was going to enjoy them before we started doing them. We were reading about Weird Al, and I knew he had a little bit of background in terms of what he provided in the parody ideas, but I didn't know he had so many songs. And when we started looking into him a little bit further, I was like, oh, we're going to have a rabbit hole to dive deep into with Sam
there's an
here.
endless catalog, 4 decades of material.
The last one that we did was White and Nerdy.
That one was great.
It was great. Yeah. Took us back to Chameleonaires, riding dirty on that one.
Yeah.
But he did an outstanding job on that one. And in the comments, you guys were saying Word Crimes was where we should go next. So we went with that one.
Yeah. And this is a parody of, or another version of Blurred Lines, I believe.
Pharrell and Robin Thicke.
Yes.
2014. I don't know if the original was 2014. This came out in 2014.
Yeah. I think it was around that time. It was very popular, the original.
Mandatory Fun was the name of the album from Weird Al. And it went to #1 on the Hot Billboard. And it was the first comedic album, I guess, to do so, which is pretty cool.
It's crazy.
But this might be later than the other stuff that we were doing. I can't remember when White and Nerdy was from, but you know, when we did like Smells Like Nirvana and Eat It, those ones were definitely
Amish Paradise.
Yeah, those ones were definitely earlier on.
Yeah, for sure.
So it's shows that he's been killing it for a really long time.
And kind of seeing his evolution through his comedic process.
Yeah. So he's always entertaining, and kudos to him for, just doing something different, being creative and
definitely goes outside the box. That's for sure.
Yeah. And I've always looked forward to the videos that we've done from him after we, did the first one. I'm always like, what is he going to do next?
Yeah. I think the thing that I appreciate about him is that it's always very clever. It's not like it's just kind of like dumb humor, if that makes sense. It's like he really puts thought into it. You can tell and tries to make it clever and entertaining and even sometimes educating, which is interesting.
With the way he fits everything all together is pretty cool. Yeah. And speaking of educating, as you said, this was apparently a way to educate people through the use of grammar.
Yeah, they were saying that sometimes people even use it in the classroom setting to teach kids.
Yeah,
so.
Which is pretty crazy. Anyways, that's what we know. Background. If you want to add any insights down below, please do so. And if you want to add this to your playlist, you can find the links in the description box. So let's check out Weird Al Yankovic. It's Yankovic, apparently. We had some comments saying that normally it would be Yankovic, because I said that in the last video. It's like, how do we pronounce the last name here? Because you hear like a lot of Croatian and European Vic, like the V-I-C is normally pronounced Vic. And you guys were saying that his family basically changed it to Yankovic. So we're going to go Yankovic from now on.
Yankovic.
Weird Al Yankovic.
All right.
Word Crimes. Let's go.
Everybody shut up. Everyone listen up. Hey, hey, hey. Hey, hey, hey. If you can't write in the proper way, if you don't know how to conjugate, maybe you flunked that class, and maybe now you find that people mock you online. Okay, now here's the deal. I'll try to educate you. Gonna familiarize you with the nomenclature. You learn the definitions of nouns and prepositions. Literacy's your mission, and that's why I think it's a good time to learn some grammar. Now did I stammer? Work on that grammar. You should know it. It's less or it's fewer. Like people who were never raised in a sewer. I hate these word crimes. Like I could care less. That means you do care. And yes, you little be a moron. Hey, you better slow down and use the right pronoun. Show the world you're no clown. Say you got an IT followed by apostrophe. Yes, now what does that mean? You would not use this in this case as a possessive. It's a contraction. What's a contraction?
Well, it's the shortening of a word or group of words by omission of a single letter.
Okay, now here's some notes. Syntax, you're always mangling. No X and
me.
Oh, this is very well done.
And it sounds like the actual cadence of the song sounds exactly like the original.
The ad libs are priceless in this one, though.
So good.
Yeah. It's also like it's crazy how much he's getting in here, wordplay wise.
I can barely even like process
Keep up
all of
with
it because
it
he's
all?
on to the next one already.
Yeah. It's so well done though. I mean, I could see them playing this in, a classroom setting
Yeah.
for the entertainment value because it'd catch on with kids so well. They would
Yes.
love this, right?
Yeah.
And at the same time, it's so entertaining for adults, for you and I. And so it just reaches every audience out there. And that's classic Weird Al. I mean, he just has the
Yeah.
ability to connect with the audience, no matter what their age or demographic is, because he's so creative, like you said in the beginning.
Yeah, I think it's also funny because I think most of us have all done these things at some point in time, like, using the letter U or like R as just, a full word or
Yeah.
a number instead of typing out the actual word. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah. See?
me and my friend the other day were actually laughing about, she was messaging something and they kept saying you are, like putting your, like you are. And
Yeah.
she's like, I can't take them seriously. Like every time they say that you're, it's like, I'm just looking at it being like, are you in grade 3 or grade 5 or like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, it's just classic mistakes, right? Like that, like you said, everybody or a lot of people can make. Because if you're not taught, if nobody teaches you that it's a mistake, you just continue to make it,
Yeah.
right? And then once it's been engraved in your brain, it's very hard to correct that
Yeah.
mistake. And I mean, it's also crazy that this came out in 2014, right? Obviously, social media was starting to take off at that point, but it's nowhere near as prevalent as it is today. And the grammar mistakes, the spelling mistakes, because as you said, you're chatting with somebody over, Messenger, are tenfold now. So
Yeah.
it's still relevant, but more irrelevant than it was when he produced this.
Yeah. And it's also funny because I think when I see that, it kind of takes me back to MSN days.
Yeah.
And, almost some of it, is a mistake, but some of it is intentional, almost like a slang. And I feel like that gets under people's skin just as much because if you're somebody who like doesn't really like that, it's like, somebody's trying to keep things short formed or like slang based, but then other people are like, really?
Yeah, I used a ton of slang when I was messaging
MSN
people
days?
when I was much, much younger. It was just like
Yeah.
on purpose.
Yeah. Yeah.
To be cool.
Yeah.
Leave out that Oxford comma. Just keep in mind that BC are you. Our words, not letters. Get it together. Use a spell checker. You should never write words using numbers unless you're 7 or your name is Prince. I hate these word crimes. You really need them. Full time for freedom. I mean those crimes. Use them out breathing. Well, you should hire some kind of linguist to help you distinguish what is proper English.
One thing I ask of you, time to learn your homophones is past due. Learn to diagram a sentence too. Always say to whom, don't ever say to who. And listen up when I tell you this. I hope you never use quotation marks for emphasis. You finished 2nd grade, I hope you can tell if you're doing good or doing well. Better figure out the difference. Irony is not coincidence. And I thought that you'd gotten it through your skull, but what's figurative and what's literal? Oh, but just now, you said you literally couldn't get out of bed. That really makes me want to literally smack a crowbar upside your stupid head.
Email. It's quite apparent. Your grammar's errant. Your incoherence. Saw your blog post. It's really fantastic. That was sarcastic. 'Cause you write like a spastic. I hate these word crimes. Your prose is dopey. Think you should only write an emoji. You're a lost cause. Go back to preschool. Get out of the gene pool. Try your best to not drool.
Never mind, I give up. Really, no, I give up.
Dictionary. Word crimes.
That was great.
That was very, very well done.
I think that might be one of my favorites just because it was so well done.
In the beginning, I was a little disappointed because we didn't have Weird Al, and he does such a great job with the costumes and the theatrics and
You
everything.
mean like the visuals of him?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because we had words on
Yes.
the
Yeah,
music
yeah.
video, right? But I think it was, again, done really, really well.
Yeah.
And it allowed us to focus on what he was saying a bit more without the distractions from the visual, which was important for this one.
Yeah, I agree. I feel like for this one specifically, this was more impactful. I was also laughing because of the literally part. I say literally way too much, and it's usually when I'm being figurative. So
Yeah, everybody has their own mistakes that they make, right? Unless you're using, your writing skills all the time.
Yes.
If you're literally a writer or an English professor or something like that, which you're really fine tuning those skills. But if you're in everyday life, a lot of time it's speed that you're just trying to focus on,
fair.
right? Just getting a message across as quickly as possible rather than saying it in the, most professional way. So
yeah, and when you're super far removed from being a student, like a full-time student as well, I feel like it's something that you just don't pay as much attention to.
yeah, I do think that there's a fine balance, right, between it going too far and, as you said, like you're trying to have a conversation with somebody and it's, the words that did you mean this word? Because I can't understand what you're saying.
Yeah.
It's
The conversation seems to be lacking a few brain cells.
when it gets to that point, you're probably gone too far. But as I said, it's also hard to be like whom instead of who.
To whom do you speak today?
Anyways, guys, let us know what you guys think about word crimes. If it's your favorite from Weird Al, one of, where we should go next, because I'm sure that Sam would like to go on to another from Weird Al's catalog.
That is correct.
So hit that like button, like Sam just gave you that thumbs up. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to do that before you go. We hope you have a great day, and we hope we see you on your next one.
Thanks for watching, guys. See you next time.